Hi, today we'll be critiquing the visualization wealth shown to scale, which uses pixels and scrolling to illustrate wealth inequality. We'll be analyzing it using the four pillars of visualization: purpose, content, structure, and formatting. Uh, in just a few words, the visualization shows how extreme the gap between ordinary income and wealth of billionaires is, and what could be done with even a fraction of that wealth. So we'll move on to the first pillar, that is purpose, the why. The purpose here is very clear: to make people grasp the scale of wealth inequality in a visceral way. The scrolling experience forces you to feel how huge billionaires' wealth is compared to everyday salaries, and it pushes you to reflect on what the wealth could fund. That said, the purpose sometimes get lost if viewers don't scroll all the way. A static summary or anchor point could reinforce the main message. Like if I scroll all the way, I'll just use the, yeah. So I had to scroll until this number to get the annual pay of an Amazon warehouse worker. So this message could get lost if user don't scroll all the way. The second pillar is content, the what. The content is powerful because it uses relatable anchors like the median US income or the cost of public programs. These make abstract numbers tangible. It also cleverly contrasts the massive fortunes with what those sums could achieve socially, like eradicating malaria. The weakness, however, is that some figures mix one-time cost with ongoing costs, which may confuse the comparison. Clearer labeling would improve the trust. I would also suggest surfacing data sources more prominently so viewers know exactly where the numbers come from. Now I'll pass on to Faye and she'll talk about pillars 3 and 4.
I think the structure is definitely the interesting and special part of these visualizations. It's totally linear and it's an extremely long strip. While you scrolling down through the strip, you might think it is infinitely long. You can never touch the end. And also, it's so smart for the author to design this as an interactive visualizations. The audience need to scrolling down by themselves to see the whole paragraph and the whole pictures. The audience may be surprised by the length of the pictures and realize at the same time how serious the inequality and wealth issue is in the society. But to the downsides, the scrolling down can be tedious and bored. I think some of the audience just closed the page without finishing the pictures and lost some important informations. And for the formatting parts, you can see the minimal pixel on the strip is effective. It avoids some distractions and also emphasize how incredible scale of wealth this small group of people have. And you can see the text on the picture, the sentences are concise and straight to the point, and the audience can read through the information easily and get the points really quick while they scrolling down the pictures. Uh, but I think the fonts of the text is too small. It's hard to read and to catch for the audience. If the author can use some highlights or larger fonts to show this text, I think it will be better. But in general, I think it's a really novel and interesting visualizations.